Good morning, crew of the Antioch. Stardate 103-4670. After careful consideration and conference calls from the department heads, we have come to the general consensus that our current freelance employment situation is unsustainable. The resource free-for-all and despotic fracturing of the ship's departments has proven to be an inefficient way to run our daily business, and rampant deaths and dismemberments have dropped our crew numbers by nearly 25%. With only a few months' worth of resources left in reserve and barely the amount of healthy staff to keep the Antioch flying, we will have a ship-wide vote on our next employment and governance venture. So stay tuned, workers, for the very first Antioch Autocratic Debate.
Digit scan commence. Identity confirmed. Retinal scan commence. Identity confirmed.
Welcome, crew of the Antioch, broadcasting live to every workstation screen, connected tablet device, and neuro eyelid projection matrix. I'm Ship's Media Liaison, Malia0743, moderating today's very first Autocratic Debate. Today you will hear from each of the major department heads on which of our employment options they think is the most beneficial. You will also hear from the potential bosses themselves on why the Antioch should join their firms, what their companies hope to offer to the Antioch, and how they plan to make ship life a better experience for all. First up to introduce their candidate is Senior Engineer Ansel Brognorf.
Listen, the engineering department recognizes that in order to stay afloat, we need a constant supply of reliable parts. This being a Bannerflex-built ship, we nominate Solomon Banner the 13th as our autocratic leader. Right now, parts of this ship are held together with unilateral grease and thrax farts. Going back to Bannerflex should be a no-brainer even if you don't have a brain. Bannerflex ship equals Bannerflex parts.
Thank you, Ansel. Next up is Knockbleep Smith from Human Resources for the support staff candidate.
Thank you. We in Human Resources recognize how important it is for some consistency and quality growth in a company. We are looking at the big picture, and we nominate Perm Snuffs as our new autocratic boss. Nofo Galactic as a company has shown consistent and reliable growth, and they notarize forms in-house. Moreover, they have never held a tournament battling their ships to the death, nor have they required any kind of mind-altering implants.
Thank you, Knockbleep. Next up is the captain himself on behalf of the bridge crew and Tactical.
Thank you, Malia. Obviously, Tactical Operations wants to continue to work for and with our supreme leader, Walton Samuels of Happy Smile Corp. We believe that this gracious, beautiful mountain of a boss, who's the titan of industry, captain of philosophy, judo champion, interpersonal communication genius, is not only the best to work for, Happy Smile does indeed make us healthy and happy.
Thank you, Captain Reeser. I see your Happy Smile compliance implant is still fully functional. When we come back, we'll have some questions for the candidates themselves.
Solid education opportunities? I got you. Career path choice and healthcare at the same time? I got you. No threats of death, dismemberment, or mind control? Yo, I got you. Nofo Galactic is the only super company in the galaxy that lets you be you. I'm Perms Mango Schnuffs, and I approve this message.
Smile, my children. Happy Smile is dedicated to providing the happiest experience in the galaxy. Our customers can get anything and everything from Azarath apples to xenotropic weapons fluid. Our employees are still the most satisfied in the galaxy, and the Happy Smile implant has been vastly improved. Our patented compliance chip is now compatible with every type of divergent personality quirk and brainwave flaw you could throw at the system. Come be eternally happy with our low prices and superior technology. I'm Walton Samuels, and I'll approve this message.
Happy Smile Corp keeps you healthy and happy.
Remember when the most you had to worry about was filling out forms in triplicate? Far away from the murderous battles of freelance scrapping. Remember the health insurance? Remember the fun and exciting company-mandated activities and compliance trainings? Bannerflex remembers.
I'm Solomon Banner, and I approve this message.
Welcome back to the Antioch's first Autocratic Debate. In the ancient Earthican town hall style, I will be acting as a neutral moderator, asking your questions pulled at random from the suggestion boxes located all over the ship to each of the candidates. First up is Solomon Banner the 13th, youngest CEO and head of the Bannerflex Mining Corporation, our very first employer and in fact the builder of the Antioch. Mr. Banner, when we last worked for Bannerflex, you had us fight to the death in a BattleBot-style tournament. Not only did we destroy the crew of the BMSS Corinth, we sustained heavy structural damage that years later we haven't fully recovered from. What kind of assurances can you give us that there won't be more of the same?
Thank you, Melia. As you know, I'm nearly 12 years old. Back when I was 10, I was a lot less mature. I didn't really understand the rules of running a successful centuries-old company. Since the Battle Bowl, I have decided to let the bureaucratic machine run itself. I sent out a heartfelt apology and fruit basket to the ships affected by the Battle Bowl, and I have since realized that company assets are not my personal toys. As a mature man of 12, I understand that I have a fiscal responsibility to my shareholders, and all future ship culling will be done in a safe and humane manner as per our traditions, like the 11th Tennial or the Octarian celebrations.
Thank you, Mr. Banner. Next question goes to Walton Samuels. Mick Samuels owns and operates the largest consumer goods and entertainment megaopoly in the galaxy. Mick Samuels, the last time we worked for Happy Smile Corp, we were all fitted with happiness compliance control chips, under the threat of death. Has this policy changed for your company?
Well, now, Happy Smile is dedicated to providing the best working environment and company experience for all of our employees. It's up to all of you to understand that compliance chips are there for the betterment of the experience for all, and can be a beautiful part of your everyday routine.
Follow-up question, Mick Samuels. Is penalty of death still on the table for those whose chips malfunction?
Oh, but of course, my dear. Only the strongest, best workers can comply with the Happy Smile brand chips. This is the safest and most effective method of maintaining the strongest, healthiest crews possible. Keeping the Antioch great is my top priority.
Yeah. Thank you, Mick Samuels. Next question is for Perms Minglesnuffs, owner and operator of the young startup Nofo Galactic Notary, which has now expanded into delivery, receiving, mining, manufacturing, and educational training and degree programs, in addition to the fastest and most legal notary service in the galaxy. Mr. Minglesnuffs, since we've never worked directly for Nofo outside of a freelance temporary capacity, as a full-time employer/governing body, how do you plan to improve the lives of the Antioch crew?
Well, friends, I believe in mutually beneficial symbiotic relationships. None of this employee-employer talk. If you can do something that benefits me, like continuing to mine raw materials and deliver them to my Nofo factories, I can provide you with on-the-job trainings in a variety of fields to make your day-to-day lives better. Nofo owns health insurance providers. We own food production. We own a variety of recreation patents, and we have lots of contacts across the galaxy. I'm not saying working with me will be permanent, and we won't kill you if you decide to move on. Consider Nofo a valuable stepping stone to your career goals. I can provide you with compensation that goes far beyond mere credits. I can provide you with access and exposure, experience and contacts to build your future.
Thank you, Mr. Minglesnuffs. Just for further clarification, did you say that Nofo doesn't pay in actual money?
No, Melia, I didn't say that at all. I said we provide you with compensation that is better than credits. I can provide you with access and exposure, experience, and contacts to build your future.
Thank you, Mr. Minglesnuffs. Well, crew of the Antioch, we thank all the candidates for being here via live satellite uplink for us. And remember, every vote counts. And now, for today's guided meditation. Today's guided meditation is brought to you by Zapnarp's Drills Be We, manufacturers of high-quality, dual-purpose tools/weapons. For when you need work, but life danger, drills be we. Bye now. You step into the circle. You feel the grit and grime under your foot flaps. Crushed rock dust, unilateral grease, welding debris, flashing, broken teeth, and dried blood. The heat from the smelters behind you is almost as overwhelming as the heat from the crowd pressing in around the circle. You stare at your opponent.
2 minus 1 equals 1. 2 minus 1 equals 1.
2 minus 1 equals 1. The chant is disorienting in its stark, unfeeling assessment of your circumstance. Yes, 2 minus 1 does equal 1, and one of you will not be leaving this circle alive. Sweat pours out of your skin. The heat of the engineering fight chamber is oppressive, nourishing, meaningful. You are union tough. You are resilient. And you deserve a promotion more than this smaphead standing across from you. And today you have been blessed with the opportunity to prove it. You breathe deep, in and out. In and out. In and out. Jaleesa from maintenance thinks he can just come down here to engineering and jump you in line or shift supervisor? Not only is his replacemacant more efficient at his job upstairs, now he thinks he can waltz down here and do yours. Well, he will learn today. You squeeze your fists. The ropey muscles of your front arms tighten into coils, ready to strike. Waiting for the signal to pummel your opponent prolongs the moment. A minute that lasts an eternity. 2 minus 1 equals 1. 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 You crack your mandibles, biting into your tongue. You feel and taste your own salty blood in your mouth. It's thrilling, like lightning, coursing through you. The anticipation of ripping through the weak flesh of that mouth-breathing, brown-nosing, takes credit for work he had no hand in, yet is somehow mysteriously absent from any team failures, Earthican scum. That's hardly fair. You don't hate Earthicans specifically. Some of your best friends and teammates are Earthicans. They can't help that their species tends to be weaker than most, prone to emotional displays, laziness, and wanton sexual impulses that more often than not override general self-preservation. They are reckless. Not like you. You are strong. You are competent. You are deserving of that promotion, and if your supervisor doesn't see that, then you will fight them too. You grind your foot flap into the gritty paste of the floor, making sure your purchase is secure. The musculature of your back legs ready to strike. 2 minus 1 equals 1. 2 minus 1 equals 1. 2 minus 1 equals 1. 2 minus 1 equals 1.
2 minus 1 equals 1. 2 minus 1 equals 1. 2 minus 1 equals 1.
And you are the one. Well, I don't know about you, but I think I deserve a raise. This concludes the morning announcements. Remember, workers, cast your vote. The future of the Antioch is in your hands. Thank you for listening and for waiting patiently for Good Morning Antioch's triumphant return to your earholes. If you have any questions or comments for the crew of the Antioch, you can send them directly to Melia0743 at contact@goodmorningantioch.com. You can find all episodes of Good Morning Antioch, as well as the other shows on the TCAD Network, at tcadnetwork.com. That's TCAD network.com. You'll find fun content like the TCAD Entertainment Podcast, the TCAD 10-Minute Take Movie Reviews, The Reading, a show of creepy and fantastical tales, as well as all the latest news for Good Morning Antioch. And guess what? We now have merch. Visit the website to see all of our cool new t-shirts, mugs, stickers, and other sundry coolness. Also, check out Good Morning Antioch's Patreon, where we will post exclusive video content. Thank you again for all your patient support.